What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 4 NBA player props for the day. And before we get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up as we are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, guys. And we are getting closer and closer to that number each and every day. So make sure to subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up. I really would appreciate it, as well as leaving a comment, because those comments really motivate me, really make me want to keep going and pushing and striving, to make the best videos possible for you guys. Also, I have a free square before we get into these plays for you to take advantage of today on Sleeper Fantasy. So go ahead and hop on Sleeper Fantasy and take advantage of this Trae Young free square that is running tonight for first-time depositors. And when you use code FF23, you'll also get an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500. So make sure to take advantage of that today. And make sure to use code FF23. I really would appreciate it, guys. It really helps me out a ton. And if you do, let me know down below in the comments so I can personally thank you for it. But Sleeper's overall a great app. I wouldn't promote it. You see how I don't promote the other apps as much. I promote Sleeper, and I have codes with other apps. It's because Sleeper's a really good app, really good value every single day. So make sure to take advantage of that today. And then also I wanted to shout out the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, guys. So the DGF Optimizer is a sports betting tool that will give you the best mathematical odds to hit your bets every single day. So here's what the DGF Optimizer is doing pretty much. Jaden McDaniels, 0.5 blocks. It's telling you to take the under here. Minus 130, minus 140, minus 139, minus 135 across the books. So it's saying once these lines get to minus 130 and up pretty much, this is great odds. And PrizePicks has this line set because, as you know, when it's heavy minus odds on a sportsbook, the payout's not going to be as nice. On PrizePicks, the payout will be just the same. So that's why you take it here. Payout's not going to suffer. It would be the same if this was plus odds on the books. Payout won't suffer. Great value that you can secure here. And it pretty much just compares the sportsbook lines to PrizePicks. And it gives you the best value compared to what the odds are saying on the sportsbooks and what the line's at on PrizePicks. So make sure to take advantage of this today. It's a really great app, a really great tool, and it will definitely help you out for sports betting. So if you want to sign up for Sleeper and you want to sign up for the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, the links will both be down below in the description. They'll be the top 2 links in the description. And for the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, make sure to use code FIELDSFOCUS, capital F's on Fields and Focus, for 25% off your first month on the Optimizer. I really just said first. Your first month on the Optimizer. And without further ado, guys, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Damian Lillard over 26.5 points versus the Pistons. He's over this line with 33 or more points in each game versus the Pistons this season. He's played them 3 times, so it's actually a good amount at this point. Pistons allow the most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Dame just dropped 45 versus this team a couple of nights ago. We had this play on Saturday. He cashed for us on Saturday. He's going to cash for us again because this Pistons team cannot guard point guards at all. They cannot guard high pick and rolls at all, so that's very beneficial for us because Lillard runs a ton of high pick and rolls. He gets a ton of open 3 opportunities off high pick and rolls. And overall, this is just a great, ideal matchup for us here. Damian Lillard, one of the best point guards in the NBA, facing off against by far the worst team in the NBA that also cannot guard the point guard position at all and is the worst at guarding that in the NBA. So I love this line. I just think the value here is too good. So Damian Lillard over 26.5 points versus the Pistons is my first play of the day. Next up, I got De'Aaron Fox over 33.5 points plus assists versus the Hawks. And by the way, his points over are favored on the books, minus 130 on most of the books. So as you can see, they're favored. And it's 27.5 on some of the books. So De'Aaron Fox over 33.5 points plus assists versus the Hawks. He's over this line with 39 points plus assists in his first matchup versus the Hawks this season. Hawks allow the second most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season, and Fox went for 8 assists in his first matchup versus the Hawks this season, so higher than just the point total. The differential between points and assists, that's why I like the points plus assists better than just the points. Hawks have the 5th worst defensive rating in the entire NBA. They're not horrible at guarding point guards in terms of scoring. However, their defense overall is just horrible, so I don't think they're going to do well versus Fox. He went off last game, had 31 versus the Hawks. I think he does it again, especially at home. Fox is much better at home on the West Coast than he is when he's on the East Coast playing. So overall, like this a lot. And he's over this line in 4 of his last 6 versus the Hawks, so he's been covering it versus this team as well. Really confident in this tonight. Really confident in De'Aaron Fox. We know De'Aaron Fox has been a wagon for me literally since I started making content for you guys over a year ago. So De'Aaron Fox over 33.5 points plus assists versus the Hawks is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Joel Embiid over 34.5 points versus the Spurs. He's over this line 3 of his last 4 games. Spurs allowed third most points per game in the NBA to centers this season. He's over this line in 2 straight matchups versus the Spurs when playing 30-plus minutes as well. So he's been covering this line with ease when he plays the Spurs. He's facing off against a team that is so bad defensively, so bad versus the center position. Yes, Wembanyama is a monster, but I don't think he's physically going to be ready to handle Joel Embiid. And grant you, nobody is. Nobody is ready to physically handle Joel Embiid. The only people that can kind of match up with him, defensively at least, are like Anthony Davis, but he always cooks Davis too. Like, it doesn't matter. And then, like, because like guys like Jokic, I'm not going to compare. Obviously, Jokic can hold his own because he goes off against him too, but he's just not a great defender. Embiid's unstoppable. Really confident in this tonight. So Joel Embiid over 34.5 points versus the Spurs is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Kobe White over 29.5 PRA versus the Suns. He's over this line 13 of his 20 games this season without Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's out for 1 to 2 weeks, so once again, great odds here. Suns allow the 4th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Suns allow the 11th most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season. So obviously, they've been very good or very bad defensively versus the point guard position. And the Suns allow the 13th most rebounds per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Kobe White, we know, has been absolutely dominant all season long when Zach LaVine is not on the floor. He's not going to be on the floor once again tonight. There's a very favorable matchup as well as the Suns struggle drastically to guard the point guard position. So overall, I'm really confident in this line today. I'm really confident that Kobe White gets it done. So Kobe White over 29.5 PRA versus the Suns is my 4th and final play. So those were my top 4 NBA player props for the day. If you did enjoy this video and you do want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up because, like I said, it really helps me out a ton. It really supports the channel in many ways than you don't even realize and keeps me motivated, guys, to keep going, keep uploading content, and we're really getting close to 4K, so I want to hit 4K very soon. Also, wanted to mention really quick, guys, that when you guys do use my code, when you guys do support me, you don't have to do that at all, but it really does help me out a ton. And it really does keep me motivated because I really can tell that people appreciate the work I put in. And I really am appreciative of the support. But without further ado, guys, I will see you on the next one. See you guys.